Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video I'm going to tell you how I'm making money from my UK exotic garden, and if you stick around until the end I will be telling you how much I'm earning from YouTube's partner program. So let's get straight to the video. Well, regular viewers will know that I'm aiming to have a net zero spend in the garden this year. I'm in year 4 of the garden, and after initial outlay of a few years for the plants, materials, etc., I think this is a year where I can start to propagate and create some new plants to sell, and then invest that straight back into the garden with new plants. And I'll go through a few that I'm propagating in various ways in my tropical style garden, and then right at the end of the video I will tell you about what I'm earning as a small channel that is part of YouTube's partner program. So let's take a look at a few of the plants that I am propagating. So the first plant is Musa Basjoo, which is the hardy banana here. So this is the quintessential big leafed plant in any tropical style garden, and I initially bought 2 very small plug plants, which are these 2 here. Since then this huge pup has emerged, as well as a lot of the pups, and after being in the ground for 4 years it's now producing a clump with multiple offsets. And what I've done is I've cut away several pups from this area here. It was obviously growing towards the deck and I didn't want that to happen, so I just use a sharp spade, chopped down, divided every pup, and I've potted them up over here. Excuse the mess because I am just doing some jobs in the pergola. So I've got several of these Musa Basjoo pups already pushing out leaves. Just pot them up with some potting compost, and these I am planning on maybe putting one in the ground for myself, but the others I'm going to sell to family, friends, neighbours. I've got a few ideas. I don't like posting stuff, so my options will be probably Facebook Marketplace, and I am considering doing an open day for family and neighbours possibly. Maybe I'll put it on my Instagram nearer the time, maybe in August, and sell some things on an open day. So I've got off that clump 5 or 6 plants that I'm going to use now for selling and buying something else. So the next plant that I'm propagating by division is this Miscanthus Giganteus. Again, huge leaves, huge architectural plant that you need to have in your tropical style garden. So about a month ago, just got a spade, hacked away, really hard to do, very tough rhizomous roots, whatever you want to call them, but I've managed to get about 10. You can see there the new shoots are coming through, so I might put a couple elsewhere in the garden. I do like this plant, but again maybe I can get, I don't know, a few quid each for them, and I can keep doing that. I mean that's it's indefinite free plants, isn't it? Because each year the mass of plant is going to spread, and I'm going to keep cutting it because I don't want it to go further this way, so I'll keep dividing the roots, getting more plants. So that's my next free plant. So you can work out what the next plant is that I'm propagating. So this is Tetrapanax, and you can see I've got 2 in the ground here, which are pups from the original one that died, and then I got a lot of pups in the ground last October, November time that I dug up and potted on into pots. And I've already sold one, and I've got a few more left that I'm going to probably do locally. Again, I'm not a big fan of posting plants. Too many potentials for mishaps there, but I think once you've got a Tetrapanax in your garden, you've got an unlimited supply of Tetrapanax plants. They are a weed in some ways, very aggressive, pushing out runners. So I'm expecting loads more this year. This is another Tetrapanax here that has obviously not come back after winter, which is bad news in one sense, that you've lost that height of the plant, but it does encourage pupping. So I'm just keeping an eye on this bed over the next month or so for any signs of new Tetrapanax plants emerging. But Tetrapanax is a fantastic plant to propagate from your garden, and surprisingly, considering how readily they do produce offsets, etc., still quite expensive. So that's the next one. Yeah, so for the next plant, I'm heading down to my arid bed, and you can see, here we go, that agave, and most agaves do pup, Montana doesn't, but Americana is a fantastic one that does. And anyone who grows agaves will know, whether it's in the ground or in a pot, they send up a lot of pups. I've got a couple coming through. Maybe you can't, maybe they're under the thing there, but once it's in the ground and established, I should expect to see all over this bed little offsets. There's one, and then I do have one up here in this see there, look, there you go. So one good thing about having these plants in a bowl is that all the pups do get pushed up to the top, rather than, you know, when they're a deeper pot, they'll kind of circle the bottom, maybe push themselves down through the drainage holes. But yeah, an unlimited supply of agaves that I can again put on Facebook Marketplace or sell in person. Here I've got another giant grass. It's the Arundo Donax. So this one I did take cuttings from last year's canes, and nearly everyone has produced some new growth. I have put it in some compost, but I'm at a bit of a crossroads really with this, because I don't know whether I should plant this flat to the ground or upright in a pot. So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. I have put a couple of comments online, see what people think, and if anyone has propagated Arundo Donax, do let me know, because it's another nice plant that I could sell in the open day. So yeah, there you go. And here's the Persicaria Red Dragon, and I suppose most herbaceous perennials like Persicaria are ripe for the propagation. So a really quick way of doing this is taking a cutting like this around this time of year when it's still growing, or through summer I suppose, cutting the leaves off there, taking these leaves back, there we go, and then it should produce roots from this node here. Just going to pop, well, I can get 4 in here and guaranteed they'll all root. So just do the same thing, pop them in there, bit of John Innes, might go at the top there, and I'll do 3 more, and I've got 4 more Persicaria plants. I've done this already throughout the garden. I've got loads of this nice looking purple Persicaria just to contrast to all the green. So there you go, lots of plants I'm propagating in the garden. And now on to the money that I make from YouTube. So I've had this channel for about 1.5 years, maybe 18 months. It took me just under a year to get monetized. And for those who don't know, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of watch time. So it took me just under a year, I think it did, to reach that. And then YouTube pays you a certain amount for every 1,000 views that you get. And for me, it's maybe it changes between maybe £3 something and £4 every 1,000 views. So if you look at my AdSense there, you can see that since gaining monetization in October, I've made 300 and something pounds, just over £300. And my best month was October. I got £72 in October because of an old video which was about heating a greenhouse. Did really well. And then last month I did just over £50. So I'm doing about just over £1 a day You know, I'm not gonna quit my job with this, but my aim with this money is to put all the money back into the channel, whether that's buying plants or maybe petrol money, because I do want to go out and see more gardens, see more greenhouse collections. But yeah, that's it. There's a mixture of propagating plants to sell and making a little bit of money from YouTube. And if I can break even, that's my aim with this channel. And I've just passed 2,000 subscribers, so I'm really, I mean, I couldn't be happier with that number, and it's just nice to speak to like-minded people in the comments. So if you do drop me a comment, let me know how your garden's getting on. Are you propagating any plants? Are you inspired to start a YouTube channel? Now you know that I'm raking it in with all the views. Yeah, but anyway, that's it from me in the Great Northern Exotic Garden, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.